On the heels of the Larry Nassar scandal, Michigan State has come under fire for how it's handled sexual assault reports. An investigation is now underway after some claim the university officials and the university athletics department didn't do enough to support victims of sexual assault and reprimand those accused. Here to break down what's happening now as part of the investigation at MSU is our friend attorney Clarence Doss of the Doss Law Firm. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Great to be back.
So, of course, a lot of developments over the last week or so. What's the current status of the investigation into Michigan State?
Well, right now there are basically three different investigations going, and one was announced this past weekend by Attorney General Bill Schuette. The second is the NCAA is actually looking at the entire athletics program, and the third is that the Department of Education, led by Betsy DeVos, is looking into the university. So right now there's three different angles going in Michigan State, and each one of those investigations is going to lead to more information.
And so at this point, what is Michigan State required to do as part of the investigation?
Each one of these investigations is going to deliver subpoenas to the university, and they're going to subpoena individuals to testify about two things: who knew what and when did they know it. And the main point of this is to figure out whether action was taken or should have been taken to get to the bottom of it.
Of course, there are so many effects, most importantly, the survivors of all of this. How do you think this is going to impact the university itself?
I think right now, Michigan State is dealing in a crisis of information, where many people are thinking that they should have gotten ahead of this story much earlier than they did. So right now, I think the university has to do some public relations to the community and assure people that the people that come to that university are safe and that the students that go there every single day don't have anything to worry about.
And when it comes to the victims, of course, we heard so many tearful victim impact statements during the sentencing of Larry Nassar. When it comes to perhaps any more legal action, do they have any recourse against the university?
Well, obviously we saw, those over 100 victims speaking at the sentencing. Each one of those people can technically sue the university for negligent supervision, meaning the university didn't supervise Nassar the way it should have, they didn't take action. There could be a class action lawsuit where all of these victims sue the university for some action. There's no amount of money that's going to ever compensate these people for everything they went through, but there's some justice in being able to have accountability to the university for each of these individuals.
I know that Larry Nassar is expected in another court for another sentencing, I believe in Eaton County later this week. What can we expect when it comes to the investigation involving Michigan State over the next few weeks?
I think you're going to see two things. First, you're going to see information come out about the process that led to Nassar being investigated and ultimately being removed. But the second thing I think you're going to see is more resignations, because as people begin to get subpoenas and receive court orders to testify, it may be in their best interest legally to leave the university before an investigation really becomes a full-blown case. So I think you're going to see part resignations that have continued and then information coming out from the special prosecutor.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes for sure. Clarence Doss, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We'll be right back.